Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and as you can tell, I come with a parental warning, so I tend to cuss like a sailor, and if you don't like that, then please exit stage left. You sure won't hurt my feelings none. Anyways, this is a video voiceover, so hopefully this works since I don't have a mic right now at the moment. So yeah, let's get into it. So we're going to be going through my face collection here. This is all my face collection stuff, which is primers, concealers, powders, foundations, you know, all that good stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. Here's my foundations. Pretty small. I don't have a very large collection of it, so that's the AOA Studio. I couldn't tell which one it was. It's their drop foundation, and I could say this foundation works okay, but if there's something in this foundation that just breaks my skin out, so I cannot wear it for a long period of time. If not, I will look like Mount Everest on my face. Like I said, it works good, especially if I'm just doing something quick for photos. Now this one, though, I do like this one, and it does not break me out. That's the AOA Studio, the Power Wear. This is a little bit thicker formula than that last one. Oh, the cute little kitty on them. But this one is really good. Like I said, it doesn't break me out, so I can wear it. I've worn it for about 6 hours just to test the water and see how it goes. And like I said, this one did really good. And it's almost a perfect skin match for me too, which is really nice. So I really like that one. I think it's like, what, $1.55 or something. So super cheap and affordable. So this is a Wet n Wild cushion. It's that liquid stuff, liquid foundation on a sponge basically kind of thing. I'm not a big fan of this. It just takes forever to get the foundation out of that sponge. It's just not worth my time, and I'm probably going to throw this away after this. Plus, this was not a very good color match for me either, but yeah, I wasn't a fan of this one. I know a lot of people liked it, but it wasn't for me. It's a very light coverage foundation. I haven't been saying the coverages. Oh well. This is, what is this? L'Oreal, yeah, the L'Oreal Infallible. I will say it was a good foundation because in this demonstration I couldn't get it to come out. The pump is broken, so I've got to figure out how to fix that pump, or I guess just toss it. So yeah, you'll see me screw around with this forever because I'm stubborn and don't give up. It's background. Like I said, I've never had issues like this before with the foundation, so oh well. So this is a new e.l.f. It's kind of like a CC cream foundation. It's very liquidy, but it's very light coverage, and it's just exactly what I was looking for the summertime, just to wear out and about if I ever go out and about. And I got way too much, so a little bit of that goes a long way. And now I'm like dropping everything. But it's nice. Looks like your skin kind of foundation. So I'm glad I got that super cheap and gave it a try. So this is my Old Faithful here. This is my Maybelline Fit Me, the matte, the poreless one. As a matter of fact, this one's just about empty, so I should throw it away too, but I kept it around so y'all could see it. This is, like I said, my favorite one, especially when I'm doing pin-up, because I like having a matte finish for my face. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect, and I'm on the fence about this. I like it and I don't like it. I like the coverage of it. I like the way it looks on my skin, but it travels. It moves a lot. So I definitely have to set it with the setting powder to try to keep it in place. And this is my L'Oreal Infallible Wear Something, something, something. Anyways, this one is really good. I really do like this one. The only problem is it is not in my skin tone right now. It's when I'm more tan. So it doesn't match me right now. But it's a good foundation. And this is the Maybelline 24-hour... What is it? Superstay. There we go. This one's another really good one too. It has a really nice finish to it. And it's buildable to full coverage. Very good one. This is my absolute favorite. This is my Physicians Formula, the Healthy Glow. Something, something. Yeah, I'm really good at this. This is kind of expensive for drugstore, but I love the finish of this. It is a buildable to medium coverage kind of foundation. This does not break me out at all. It just is really good for my skin. I really, really like it. This is a CoverGirl Outlast All Day. This was another really good one. And it's one of those that once it goes on, it dries down. It doesn't move. The only problem is it's a little bit drying. It's a medium to full coverage buildable foundation. So I definitely have to moisturize heavy for that one. Now these are my primers. This is the AOA Wonder Skin primer. And it's okay. It's not their best primer. I think it was one of their first primers they came out with. It's okay. It works, I guess. It does the job, but it doesn't really blur anything like that. Now, this one is the AOA Perfect Filter Foundation. And this one actually is really good compared to that last one. It still doesn't really blur everything, but it just has a way better feeling to it than the last primer. So that one's a really good one. I would definitely try it. So this is the No Pore AOA Studio primer. It kind of works to blur out your pores and stuff, but I still would say it's the best primer. My best primer is going to be my e.l.f. Putty Primer by far. It's like one that really like blurs and fills and everything. But for $1 or $1.55, whatever it is, that one's really good. This is the Aqua Primer. So this is basically a moisturizer primer. And it works in that fact. It doesn't like fill or blur or anything. But it just gives you some good moisture. Like whenever I'm using the CoverGirl, I have to have one of these moisturizing primers. So, and this one works really well with the CoverGirl. My allergies are so bad right now, so I'm snorting and stuff throughout this. This is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop, and I haven't even tried this one yet. As a matter of fact, this is the first time I opened it in this video. And it felt really nice, though. So it's just like that last primer. It's going to be a hydrating primer. And like I said, it has kind of a tacky feeling to it at first. Which I don't mind that at all because it helps grab your foundation and everything. But it definitely also moisturizes at the same time. So I can't wait to actually try that on my face. It'll probably be really good with that CoverGirl one. So like I said, this is my all-time favorite one. This is my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And it helps to really fill in my what I call craters on my face, my pores. It's just all around, it's a really good primer, at least for me. I know some people are like, they don't like it, and others are like me, and they love it. So, and you can kind of see on my hand how it blurs out the look on my hand. It doesn't look so old and decrepit. So, yeah, I really, really love that primer. And I'll do one of those moisturizing primers first, and then I'll put that over the top of it just to blur out my pores. So this is my concealer basket here. I don't have a whole lot of concealers. I have Old Faithfuls that I just go to all the time. So these are the AOA Studio, the new concealers. I can't read the name of them. But these are actually pretty good. Are they my favorites? No. I'm pretty stuck on my favorites. But just for everyday use and quick photos or what have you, they work really, really well for $1.55. You can't beat that. And a little bit of these go a long way. As you can see, I'm using my tattoo to kind of show you the coverage that they do. And they do have a pretty good coverage to them. They can almost be full coverage if you build it up. But I usually don't build up my concealers because I just don't want to look all creasy and stuff under my eyes. So this is the e.l.f. concealer. This is not the best one ever. And just, I use this, or I'm going to use this mostly whenever I'm doing the art stuff on my face. Like I said, it's very light coverage. But it just gives a nice base for me to start off with. So, I'll definitely still use it. These are my absolute favorites here. These are the 16-hour camo concealer by e.l.f. There we go. It's a mouthful to get out. And I have them in 2 different colors. And this one I'm showing is the peach color. I kind of used it to color correct with. So definitely it's not the right shade for me. But it works well sometimes for me to use on blemishes and my under eyes. And because it looks really... It's not that yellow in person, I promise. But on this camera it looked really yellow. But I love these. These dry down. They don't budge. They're perfect for like summertime. So that's the Maybelline, oh, what is that called? Instant Age Rewind. There we go. I love this one, just when I'm just doing regular days where I don't want too much coverage. I just want to cover up a little bit. It doesn't crease, doesn't really move around, and it just kind of is a hydrating concealer compared to like the 16-hour e.l.f. ones. Those are really dry, so I really have to moisturize heavy whenever I use those. So these are the Makeup Revolution ones, the Conceal and Define, or Conceal and something. These are okay. They're not really my favorites either. They kind of want to move around, and they don't really want to stay in place. So they have to be set with the powder. Then if you over powder, then it looks cakey. So it's kind of that balancing act. There we go with these. But I still use them because I have them, so I'm not going to let them go to waste. And they're not totally bad. If they were totally bad, I'd throw them away. So this is ColourPop. This is the Pretty and Fresh concealer. And this is, again, one of those that I kind of have to do a balancing act with. It has to be set with the powder, but then it'll look too cakey. But this one doesn't look as cakey as the Makeup Revolutions. This one has a little bit of hydration to it. So it doesn't really look as bad, but it doesn't want to stay in place either. It kind of wants to move around and settle your fine lines. So these are the powders that I have. And I don't have a whole lot of powders because I'm pretty stuck on one. So this is the Kat Von D. This is just a little mini sample thing I got. I haven't even tried it yet. I'm afraid to try it. I'm afraid I'd like it. Then I'd have to spend that much money for powder. This is the Amoras pressed powder. This is just a little kind of a cheaper company. This is actually a pretty good setting powder for pressed powder. Oh, I'm gonna start sneezing. I don't want to sneeze. Okay. I'm trying to keep myself from sneezing. Okay, this is the AOA Studio. This is the perfect pressed powder. I think everybody has seen this powder. It's pretty good. This got a lot of kick up though, but it does the job. I mean, it's kind of hard to find a really bad powder, at least for me it is, but I do have a favorite though. This is for Flower Beauty. This is just their, I don't remember what it was called. It was just their loose setting powder. This is actually pretty good. It's so weird, the container, and there's not a lot of product to it. It's just mostly the container so bulky, so. But it's a pretty good powder. But this is my absolute favorite powder that I turn to over and over again. This is Milani, the Make It Last setting powder. This is like, I go to it all the time. My absolute favorite. It doesn't really get cakey. It just looks really good on the skin, and I freaking love it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, my collection of my face products. Anyway, stay tuned. I have one more collection left, and it's kind of my miscellaneous. So be watching that. Yeah, okay. Whatever. Y'all have a good day, and I love you guys. See you soon.
When she's good, she's good.